In this video, I'm reviewing Chapter 1089 and analyzing it. If you want to know how some islands that were flooded, as well as Pangea and the One Piece world in the past that Oda secretly hinted at in this chapter, keep watching. We go to Fusa Village where we see Makino and Dadan reaching to the news of Garth's disappearance and Luffy being Egghead. After Luffy disappeared, a giant hole formed in its place, and the ocean currents were raised by 1 meter. In the East Blue, South Blue, West Blue, North Blue, and the Grand Line, tsunamis were coming. This happened 6 days after Lelouch disappeared. What remains of Lelouch is a giant hole. Islands have vanished along Lelouch from within. How high the tides rises? What islands remains? The ones that probably flooded were the ones that were not that developed and don't have big buildings, as well as the other few others. Islands like Water 7, we already know what to do. Dressrosa will be safe since it's high up as well, and Wano will be safe too since it's high as well. I believe that one of the islands that will go underwater completely is Lonely Longland, considering that a path opens up once every year, and that the surface is very close to the ocean anyway. These islands will also go under the ocean. Organ Islands, Quaddy Island, Wuskina, Whiskey Peak, other than the cactuses on the island. Most of Little Garden, Jaya already has puddles on the island, so who knows really about Jaya. Green Bit, other than trees, listed 5 islands that I believe were completely lost on the ocean, with 2 that are close. This could be why Dory and Boggy came out to Elbaf, because Little Garden is basically finished. The main idea of my theory, titled "The One Piece Literally Connects the World," was about 8 years ago. One was at the center of the world instead of Pangea, that the name Pangea literally meant in the past the whole world was literally connected together. In other words, you didn't need a pirate ship, and to add to that, the weakness of the devil fleets didn't even matter that much back then. Could this flood be what caused the islands of the past to separate by flooding parts of the land and the ancient kingdom, literally being the entire world, supercontinent Pangea? This video is way different than it would be if I made it today. We go back Egghead to where we see the Marines eating. Why? Even Sentamaru, Saturn orders the Marines to not let anyone know that he's there, so he must be there as a lookout. Saturn being filled in on the details of what's going on the island. They are aware that Bonnie's original age is that of a kid. If you're enjoying the video so far, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. He's also to be using a black Denden Mushi, which allows him to wiretap the conversation between York and the Gorosei. York complained that she was going to be killed, so she called up the Gorosei to complain about them going after her, as well as that she was the one who explained to the Gorosei about Vagabond's betrayal. As a reminder, they said that they changed their minds since she created Mother Flame. Immediately after, we learned that York is being held down by the Straw Hats. York made a promise with the Gorosei that no harm would come to her or the island. York also revealed that the power plant on the island creates Mother Flame. So imagine if you created like 5 of them. That would be insane. York begged the Gorosei to hurry up and rescue her because the Straw Hats were about to kill her. To the shock kills her and the Gorosei. A whole entire day was skipped. I wonder why Oda did this. Within the day, what changed was that Vegapunk had rescued the crew, reunites, Frankie got an unstoned, likely because his half stoned anyway. The reason Zoro is holding York at sword point or samurai point, which one should say, it's probably so they can escape from the island. And someone now probably ordered York to call them so they could escape. Anyways guys, this has been Branks, and I'll see y'all next time.